Moms, what's the craziest way your son has ever wasted money? Let me tell you about my 17-year-old Dylan. Sweet kid, smart kid with absolutely zero financial sense. Last summer, Dylan got his first real job at the grocery store down the street, minimum wage, but he was saving up for a car. At least that's what he told me. 3 weeks in, I noticed he hadn't deposited a single check. Just cashing them, Mom, building my car fund at home. I should have known better. Should have made him open a savings account, but I wanted to trust him, to let him learn responsibility on his own terms. Then one Tuesday, I come home from work to find a massive cardboard box in our driveway. Not just any box, a refrigerator-sized monstrosity with Japanese writing all over it. "Dylan," I called out, circling this mysterious package. "What exactly did you order?" He bounded out of the house, grinning like he'd just discovered electricity. "It's here! Finally! You're gonna love this, Mom!" 2 hours later, our living room had been transformed into what my son proudly called a claw machine arcade experience. This child, this flesh of my flesh who I carried for 9 months and raised through chickenpox, broken arms, and algebra, had spent his entire car fund, $647, on a Japanese claw machine. "But it was such a deal," he explained, eyes wide with excitement that prevented him from seeing the steam probably shooting from my ears. "These usually cost thousands. And look, it came with prizes." The prizes were an assortment of knockoff plushies that smelled vaguely of chemicals and disappointment. "Dylan Michael," I said, using the middle name reserved for moments of maternal meltdown. "Please explain to me how this is better than a car." He looked at me like I was missing the obvious. "Because now we can make money. People will pay to play. I'll charge $1 per try. Who exactly will be paying to play this in our living room? Friends, neighbors. I'll put it on Facebook Marketplace for people to come try." I took a deep breath. "You want strangers from the internet to come to our house to play a claw machine?" "Exactly," he beamed. The reality set in quickly. First, the machine made a noise like a dying robot every time it moved. Second, the claw had the gripping strength of a newborn. Third, our electric bill shot up faster than my blood pressure. For 2 weeks, Dylan stood guard by his investment, occasionally catching a prize himself and celebrating like he'd won the lottery. Meanwhile, exactly 3 neighborhood kids came by, spent a total of $7 and won nothing. "It's the long game, Mom," he assured me. The final straw came when the machine shorted out during a thunderstorm, sending sparks across the living room and nearly setting the curtains on fire. As we stood in the driveway watching the garbage truck haul away his business venture, Dylan sighed. "I should have bought the extended warranty." I put my arm around him. "What have we learned? That importing unregulated arcade equipment from overseas websites might not be the best investment strategy, and I should have just saved for the car." That night, I helped him open a bank account where his paychecks now go directly. Last week, I caught him researching stock options on his laptop. Progress, I thought, until I noticed the browser tab. How to invest in limited edition collectible sneakers. Lord help me. At least shoes don't require electrical wiring.